back to Farming Simulator 2013, episode 21. Alright, let's get right into it. Nope. Nope. Alright, so let's go ahead and hire Jarrell again on the harvester to go harvest our wheat. For the wheatins. There we go. Only just a small patch is left. Overall, we're looking pretty good. This episode, I got good news, bad news, and more mods. And it looks like there's another stormer brewing. So I think it's just coinky-dink. The fact that it looks like a storm, even though it's actually just nighttime. So you look at that, that looks pretty scary. At least, when I look at that night sky, I think that's kind of spooky. Spooky, that's right, you just got scared, you almost wet your pants. Yeah, that's right, we just got to a whole new level. Anyway, so plans for this episode, we plan to harvest field 14, and then we go ahead and plan to look at what mods we have. Unfortunately, because we're still so new, I did not receive a single comment yet when I'm making this episode on what we should sow on our field. So I think I'll go ahead and just sow barley. Nope, that's not what I said, or that's not what I wanted. What I wanted to sow was corn. That's right, corn, but we don't have the equipment to sow corn or harvest it. So we have quite a bit of wheat. Southern side, except. Let's go ahead and mow this area really quickly. We should be back before Drell gets there. Is it raised or lowered? Alright, so it's lowered. 2, turn it on, boom. Alright, we're mowing. Anyways, so we plan on harvesting the wheat and then sowing in. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do barley. But the good news is I got more mods. The bad news is I also got rid of quite a few mods. I went through the mods folder and I went through the good mods and the bad mods, and I kept the good ones and I got rid of the bad ones. All the mods that we're using in-game obviously stayed because they were good mods, except, you know, the class dominator pack, that's gone. Don't want that. Got new harvesters that we could potentially buy. We probably will buy. Unfortunately, had to get rid of the Actros 530, which was the harvester that we were gonna get, the $100,000 one, because when it went through further testing, because we were about to get it, it did not pass, because as soon as you hired a worker and then you got out of the combine and you got back in, it wouldn't start. You had to reset the combine back to the farm every single time you wanted to restart that combine. Nice. We now have $56,000. Thank you. Go ahead and move this guy out of the way. Holy cow, Drell won't even make it back down here before he's full. That's funny and sad all at once. So the combine we're thinking about buying, I think, is $68,000. Or that I'm thinking about buying. Or the new one that kind of replaced the Actros. It's a little bit cheaper. It doesn't hold quite as much, but it's still pretty good. It's a lot better than the one we have now. I think it doubles. Rather than 4,000, it holds 8,000. So, or maybe that was the I don't know. We'll see. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was 8,000, but so we'll go ahead and check that out right now. We got, it wasn't in here. Yeah, no new mods here. Tractors, front loaders, harvesters, we got the Dominator, we got this American version, already went through that. We got, here it is, the Force E 524 for 60,000. So I mean, it's all right. It's nothing to, you know, go tell your parents about or anything, or go freak out about. The great thing about this though is that it can hold the 12 meter, the Vario 1200, which is the largest header we have right now, which is this guy right here, 12 meters wide. Yeah. Another mod that I got was the John Deere T660i. Very pretty combine. Very pretty price. It's expensive, so I guess that's not pretty. There's also this for $950 to harvest corn. It's just the one row thing. That's still going through testing, so if it passed the test, we will go ahead and probably get that, and we'll buy a sower for the corn. So what we're looking at, I mean, we could get this E514, but that's obviously not as good as the 524. I don't think it shows. Yeah, right here. I think this is right here, 4,800 or 5,200. It's one of those numbers. So either way, it's still better. It's quite a bit more. 60,000. We get the Force E517. Save up for that guy. I have no idea how much that one can hold though. With this header, we'd probably also get the header trailer for another 13,000. The reason being is because it's 12 meters. If you want to try and drive on the road with that, I wish you luck. You could get this one, probably that one, because it looks better and it's cheaper. So that's that. As far as tippers go, nothing much. We got the Disco, the Class Liner 4000. Here's a John Deere header that I forgot to delete. Another cutter trailer, nothing new. Nothing new. Alright, so those are the mods. Front loader's pallet fork, unfortunately deny. We're at 98% full. I would go get them, but we should probably unload this first, and then hurry our butts back there. As far as what we have in our storage, we are about to have a ton of wheat that I can't believe our combine finally finished. Or, never mind, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Finally got through, because our combine is, one, better than our old one, but two, still really stinks. How much is wheat going for? I really do want to save it up, because, you know, this is farming and that's just what you do. The highest price is at the mill for 1,200. 1,200 times 61. That's about $70,000. So 70 plus 50, that would bring us to $130,000 if we sold all of our wheat. So if we sold all of our wheat with $130,000, we could potentially, one, buy our new combine, its header, and then the sower for corn, and we can bring in a whole new, like, set of, ooh, man, what am I trying to say? Whole new, crop type. There we are. Sorry, that took me a little while to think of. Alright, just gonna unload drill. Let's check out crop growth for that last part. So we got second to last and last. Oh man, this stuff is almost about to wither. Yeah, I gotta keep time slow and plant growth on slow, so we just don't want it to wither. So that really tells us that we need a better combine, because this stuff is next to withering. It's on the last stage of harvest, and that's not good at all. We really need a new combine, which we should be able to afford if it's $60,000 here extremely soon. One more mission. If we can just get that one more mission, we can afford our combine, and we can use the header that we have right now for now. So yeah, 60,000, we're at 56 basically. Golf club, except, let's go ahead and do that mission real quick. Raise our mower off the ground. Wow, it raises like, can't even see how high it raises. It raises so little. That's amazing. But beside the point. Yeah, no, I have nothing else to add. Anyways, we should have another Minecraft episode coming out soon. We also have the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 series going well. We now have, I think, a total of 6 rides. We've already accomplished one of the achievements of having 40 people in a clean pool, and we didn't really have to do anything for that. That's kind of weird, but Farming Simulator 2013, we're on our 21st episode, and right after we buy this new combine, I really want to start heavily investing in sheep, our first type of livestock. So that'll be coming up here in the next 4 episodes. So make sure you stay tuned in. There's always new mods, hopefully every episode, but no guarantees. If the modders keep up the good mods, then you know there will be every episode. And once again, the point of this Let's Play is just to get everything done that we possibly can. Let's see, what is there to do? We got the cows, the sheep, the chickens. Speaking of, last episode we just collected the eggs, so we might be able to go sell them this episode. We got the biogas plant working there, doing stuff there. We got solar power and wind power. The wind turbine is the most expensive thing in the game at $1.2 million. That's definitely something we'll have to save up for, considering we can barely save up for a new combine, which we will go ahead and get right after we unload Jarrell at the other end. Let's go ahead and turn our truck around. Drift. Boom! Full throttle. Screech. Heck yes. So we have some wheat in our storage, we got some money in our bank, although not for long, and we'll have a new combine on the way. We'll probably buy the combine, let Jarrell finish the harvest here, and then we'll go ahead and sell our old combine for just a couple bucks. Because we really don't want these crops to wither, and that's really a stronghold right now. So if we sell this combine right now, then there's potentially no one harvesting this field. So we'll go ahead and let Jarrell finish harvesting this field before we sell it. So the moment of truth. A big purchase, the E524 for $60,000 is now, boom, ours. It is now waiting at the shop for us to go and get, for which we will here as soon as Jarrell decides he's done unloading, which just happens to be right now. Oh, I'm so happy. Alright, let's go ahead and tab to it. Here's our new combine. Texture's pretty nice. Tires look very realistic. The white's a little flat. This side's kind of flat as far as texture goes. No real shadowing detail, unlike on this side. Interior has minimal buttons, but overall it's pretty nice. As far as $60,000 will buy, it's a very nice combine. So here it is, our brand new combine. Southern side, except we can use every single penny we can now. And the reason why, because I got a comment on why we don't buy a baler and then just sell the bales, is the reason why we don't do that, because we just don't do that. But the reason being, turning on our mower, cruise control level 2, just a little reminder, the reason we don't do that is because the baler is nearly $100,000 all on its own, and the amount of bales we'll have to sell to have that thing pay for itself would take much longer than just buying a more efficient combine, than the efficiency of that combine pay for itself. Not to mention the combine costs less than $100,000, so honestly there was only one true choice, and that was the combine, which is why we got the new E524 Foresh. I think is how you pronounce it. Not quite sure. I think it's Swedish. Also not sure on that either, but you know, it's always nice to learn. So with the harvesting of field 14, like I said, we'll probably go ahead and sow oh, what did I say? Barley. So we will sell barley, nothing but barley. So we can have barley thins. People can now have wheat thins when we decide to sell. Whoop, jeez, passed it. No, I didn't, because we have to go unload Jarrell. Because he can't make it through a single row without stopping. Now you're probably wondering, why don't I just switch him out right now? I will as soon as he gets what is ready to harvest done right now. So as soon as he gets to that green stuff over there on the end, I will go ahead and switch them out. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's finish driving him back. We now have $15,672. Not too shabby. Looks like the price of barley is going up. Price of wheat is maintaining. So hopefully that'll be going up soon. New vehicles next to negative 60,000. We got another 28.99 from our missions. That's just for today. One day. Holy cow. We can nearly afford this combine in 3 days. That's it. Of course, that's like 2 episodes. Look both ways. Oh, jeez, come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. Still no great demand for potato or sugar beet, and their prices really aren't all that much, so I'm not planning on selling those anytime soon. Stats. How many eggs do we have? 14 eggs waiting in their little pen. So we'll go ahead and pull up to Jarrell. Yeah, it looks like he just finished unloading and is continuing. And we'll go ahead and match him, and then when he's ready to unload, we'll go ahead and switch him out. We'll drop the header where it's at, and then we'll go ahead and back him out and bring in our new combine, which happens to look decent. Not great, but not bad. He has 2 lights, heck yes. And kind of a short arm. Golf club, heck yes. However, I'm going to switch these out first. We'll be there ASAP. Alright, come on, Jarrell, you're done, right? You're done with that old combine. Come on. You're done. Guess what, Jarrell? You're done. Back up. Drop it. Just drop it, Jarrell. Just drop it. Alright, right there is good enough for now. Let's put you on the job. Alright. He seems a little bit bigger, not by much though, but he definitely can hold a little bit more, so I guess it matches. Turn on his front headlights, hire him. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and tab to our mower. Let's go ahead and get this lawn mowed. Alright, so we got a pretty good source of income this episode. A new combine. Quite a bit more wheat. So much so that Jarrell can't even go through 1 row without stopping. I should say the combine, it's not Jarrell's fault. But go ahead and turn that on. Cruise control level 2. There we go. This side of the golf course also tends to give us more money. Only spending a couple extra seconds too. It's kind of amazing. Oh, one of the mods that I did delete was course play mod. Only reason was because it was way too hard to understand. If you guys know of a tutorial on YouTube, then please post or let me know in the comments. That would be great. And then I will have to reinstall it and hopefully be able to use it. Although right now we really haven't had the problem of having workers drive somewhere because we've all been really just in the same area. Although as soon as we invest in our sheep, that'll become a problem because 1, we'll need a front loader for the wool. We will need the sheep. We'll need a mower, which we might be able to use this, although that'll take a lot of driving. like a ton of driving, like an achievable amount of driving, like achievement get kind of driving, which I don't know if there is an achievement for that. And I even said we were supposed to look up that achievement about acres sown. I'll have to figure out how to do that. I think that's just in the menu, but I'm not sure. Alright, looks like we'll be able to finish this right about now. Darn it. Right about now. Heck yes, we now have 26,211. This guy looks like he definitely can hold more than 4,000. Looks like 4,000 is going to be his 3/4 of the way full. So that's good. He moves incredibly slow. Is there a way to increase that? Is there a plus? Maybe? Come on. Alright, well, looks like he's just going to work a little bit slower, but he can hold more. Looks like he can hold around 5,500. Overall, I think it was an alright purchase. Definitely wasn't great because he moves incredibly slow. So, overall, it was an alright purchase. But, oh man, it looks like a lot comes out of there. Holy cow. So we'll go ahead and unload Jarrell on the new combine. Then we'll wait for him to pass our older combine. Then we'll go ahead and unload him. I think our old combine looks a little bit better, although it's definitely, our newer combine definitely isn't nearly as old. This feels still taking forever. Of course, I should give this combine more of a chance. He hasn't even done a single row yet. Oh, don't. Alright, there we go. We'll go ahead and unload you as you go on your way to Jarrell's old combine, or our old combine that Jarrell just happened to be driving. There you go. Looks like we're almost full. Kind of weird how we can drive through the header, but also kind of nice. Oh, now I'm in your way. Alright, I'll scoot forward. Go. Don't stop. Front loader pallet fork. A shipment of party balloons could not be delivered because the delivery truck refused to start. Sounds like that one combine that we almost bought. There we go. We'll go ahead and unload him. And then when we do decide to sell this combine, which will probably be this episode, we'll just drive it down there. Which actually we'll probably go ahead and get in the combine now. And get ready to drive down there now. Turn on the headlights. Wait till we're almost empty. Bada boom. Are you kidding? 35 left. Oh my goodness, our truck is full with only 35 left. I think 35 is worth not giving a care about selling. I mean, come on, 35, that's like a major coincidence that it just had to end right there. You know what? I should probably be unloading the truck first, because Jarrell on the new harvester will probably need to be unloaded here probably sooner than me selling the old harvester. Because losing a bunch of this crop probably isn't worth as much as the selling the combine, but we can sell the combine at any time, but the crop will wither when it wants to. So let's go ahead and unload this first. Oh, it looks like the chickens are laying eggs right now. The beehive also helped with the cost of our labor, hiring Jarrell and Joseph, because they're expensive. They really are. Let's see how much grain we have now. Whoops. Stats. Oh, passed it. Jeez, I'm terrible at that. Nearly 100,000 wheat. 82,489. I guess that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but it's more than 3/4 of the way to 100,000, so I can say that's almost 100,000, and that's a good amount of wheat to have. Front loader with pallet fork, unfortunately, I'll have to deny that. Reason being, because we don't have one. So we'll go ahead and unload Jarrell here. Oh, he's not stopped yet. That's alright. We'll wait till he stops. Come on, stop. 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 Anytime now, Drell. Anytime. There we go. Thank you. While you're unloading, we'll go ahead and get this a little bit closer to the store. Wow, this episode looks like it's going to be a half-an-hour episode, if not longer. So it looks like episode 22 we'll have to finish harvesting the rest of this field, because we'll probably only get to the end of where it's ready to harvest right now. Man, 35 canola, that's it. Oh, and guess what? You cannot just open the pipe and just let the grain flow into your silos. Unfortunately, believe me, I've tried. Alright, we should be able to get to the store before Jarrell needs to pass our truck, because I am not going to stop this in the middle of the road, so we're going. Overall, this combine's been pretty good. And the reason why it looks so good is because this was official in the 2011 Farming Simulator. So, that's why the texture looks so good, in case you were wondering. What a terrible horn, it can barely, it like dies halfway, like through the honk. Alright, we'll go ahead and park it here. We'll move our truck, because I kind of figured we would need to. And maybe with our now $26,000, we will Vital Vitamins. No, thank you. And maybe now with our $26,000, we'll be able to afford the Vario 1200, which we will check right as I sell this guy. And depending upon our loan, we might want to pay that off so we're not paying loan interest, because then that's just money that we shouldn't be paying, but are. I would like to sell vehicle directly for $15,500. Heck yes, we now have $41,615. Loan, we have a $50,000 loan. Are we? You kidding? Come on. Loan interest. Tuesday. Alright, it's about $70 a day. That's alright. We can live with that. Let's go ahead and unload. No, he's fine. Let's go ahead and check the store to see how much the Vario 1200 costs. $34,000. Not anytime soon. The fact that we can barely get one row done with this 9-meter harvester tells me that a 12-meter header isn't going to be any better. It's only going to make things that much slower. Although, no, we'll get done at the exact same speed, because we have this harvester that can hold a certain amount of grain, so. I think right about here is a good time to just go ahead and stop the episode. So, tune in next time, for we will be collecting our eggs. We will hopefully be investing in sheep. We got ourselves a new combine. We'll be harvesting the rest of this field, and Drell is now full, so you get to see how much exactly he can carry. And we just got an achievement, so thanks for watching.